bloody snapping duck shit.
My good mate from Bump and Run Booker joins us.
I'm excited for another great show tonight. Give it the hoot nanny.
Hey everyone, welcome along to... I'm too busy watching the TRACKSIDE Kokpit brought to my GARAGE16. Watching the new promo, Kinser Books, Wednesday. Great books.
What a way to start the show. We haven't even started this stuff up. What's going on? Holy smokes.
I was watching our flash new intro.
So we hope you like that intro, people. That was Kinser busy watching our new intro rather than waiting to talk and introduce our show.
It's pretty cool. Hey, thanks to Aaron Lewis, GARAGE16 as well. Wonderful job. It's pretty cool. I like it, bro. It's too hot. It's too bloody hot. It's muggy as hell. It's just horrible.
Oh, mate, the weather today, I'm sure it's for everybody around the country. We hope you're keeping cool and looking after yourselves. We are in for a very exciting show tonight. We have Samuel Ashton from the promoter from Rotorua International Speedway, TWS, Rotorua Speedway, sorry. And we have the defending 240s champion, Ethan Rees. We have the ladies' crown defending champion, Jemma, and she is going for the 3 peat too, so that's pretty exciting. And later on, we have Frankie, Wainman, and Charlie Swarter joining us, Kins. How exciting is that for a show?
Yeah, it's a pretty full-on show. It's all based on, obviously, this Friday, Saturday. We know about how big this event is. It's one of the must-see events on the Speedway calendar here in New Zealand. It doesn't get any bigger than being hosted at Paradise Valley Speedway. We know that thousands turn up in their droves to come along and watch it all over the countryside. We know that mass thousands buy, obviously, the live stream thanks to the Pits media, Pits TV as well. But we also know there's one guy that turns up with a lounge suite. He always carries it up and heads up to the top. You gotta love the fans who love a big show that's always put on. And I tell you what, if you've never ever been, if you like Booker, he's been to Rotorua before to the Speedway, but he got the taste and he's got the bug and he's coming back for seconds.
Oh, mate. Hey, listen, if you're going this weekend and you're sitting up on the hill with us and all the rest of us and you see those guys walking with that couch, get on your feet and give them a roar, because that's also makes it all so much more fun, doesn't it? Those little guys are absolute legends. But hey, let's get into something a bit different. Myself and Kins there, we've been talking about what we can do differently and to help do something different with our sport and make things happen. And we try and sort of change the game a bit every time we do something, always thinking outside the box. So starting on Monday, we have our normal teams build-up. Monday night through to Friday night. But while that team's build-up is going on, if you have a child aged between the age of 9 and 13, you have a chance to enter them into a draw to be a pit crew in one of the teams of their choice. It's not for the night. So how it works is we've organised, we've nearly got all the teams on board. There's only a few we've got to talk to, but we're pretty confident they're going to join in as well. So what happens there is that if you have a child of that age, you can enter them in. We'll put a post up for the entrance, but they get to go down before the racing starts, after the cars come back from the square, and be a part of that team, the team they choose, their favourite team, their drivers. And they get to maybe change a wheel or help do a setup change or do something with the crew with a spanner or a rag or something. But they will also get a prize pack, Kins, as well. But the biggest treat for them is they get to go in the grand parade with that team. How cool is that, mate?
Oh, exactly. You know, every kid's little dream. They sit there as fans with their parents and their siblings and all together with the family to watch this all happen and think to themselves, you know, we saw one day when Pete Rees come up in front of us and gave us trophy through to one kid. That made their kids life forever. The change, and we saw it on the kid. How cool was that? So that's where it kind of came for our idea to get the kids involved. So that's your involvement. Just keep an eye on our Facebook page or put a post up, book or work on it, and how you can get your 9 to 13-year-old boy or girl registered into our competition. And like he said, be part of a team crew just at the start there. And then, of course, get the prize back. But also get to go in the parade and wave out to all of those fans that are sitting around the whole complex. And they
get to choose the team, Kin. So there's only one prize, too. So not every team's on amongst it, but the winner will pick which team they wish to go and hang out with. So I think it's going to be a great experience. We're very proud, myself and Kins, to be able to organise this. And we can't thank all the teams enough that are jumping on board with us for this, because it is, at the end of the day, it starts with the kids. They're the ones where it starts. They're growing up to keep watching us as it goes on. They might become mini stock kids, Kins. So it's important to have them there as well in that.
Oh, exactly, mate. That's what it's all about. The kids, get the families involved, and kids just seem to love it as well. And we interact with the kids when we're out there commentating as well, having a bit of fun. And as long as everyone's having fun, everyone's all happy. All right, mate, we better get into it because we've got a big night ahead.
We have got a big night.
2024 TWS World 240s at Paradise Valley International Speedway. Sam Ashton, let's bring him in.
There we go. Good evening, Mr. Ashton.
Evening, boys. How are you?
Oh, very good.
Mate, we're bloody hot. Mate, what's the weather doing at the moment? Everyone's kind of anticipating, looking at the Met service and everything like this. What's the weather doing right now?
One side of the house has got blue sky and the other side's got dark clouds out it. So 50-50. Depends on where I want to stand to see what I want. If I want rain, I'll go to one side of the house. If I want the blue sky, I'll go to the other.
Oh, mate, you're stuck right in the middle, eh? Mate, your first role, obviously, being the promoter of this 240s. You've done a stellar job alongside with others recently with the celebrity event that was held there as well, 120 grand. You can't stick your nose up to that, but this is the biggie. Obviously, at the track, World 240s, you got the overseas drivers. You got 40 to 50 drivers, I think it is, from memory. But, mate, it's a big event this Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, so we've got 128 drivers that need to qualify. We've got to pick from. We've already got 7 that are already in the final, so we've already got 7 pre-qualifiers. So our 5 international drivers from Great Britain, and plus the defending champ Ethan, and then young Trent James, who won the second tier, the Super Stocks in Paradise last year. So we've got 7 ready, so we've got to find another 15 or 17 really to get into the final. 128 cars battling for 18 spots pretty much. It's going to be hard work, and I think that's what makes the event what it is that hard, that hard qualifying. And for them, even if they don't qualify, make that top grid, they come back the second day, they do the repecharge. They don't qualify, they've got that second tier, and winning of the second tier gives them that pre-qualification for the following year. And the way it's going, it's just getting bigger and bigger every year. So, it pays to be in that second tier and win that as well. And your day's done for the following year. Your day, you just start the second night in the finals.
Yeah, I think that's a great. I think that's a good part. I think that's what's cool about 240s, Akins. Like, if you don't qualify, you don't make the repecharge, you're still not out of it, because young Trent James won that second tier, and now this year he's automatically qualifying for the World 240s. I mean, I think it's just an absolutely fantastic format. And that turn 1, holy snap and duck shit, it's unreal. It's mate. Aye.
Turn 3 is pretty bad now.
Yeah,
they can all get around turns 1 and 2 now, but turn 3, it becomes very interesting.
Mate, what's the prep been behind all of this? Obviously, with you being you've been behind the scenes, obviously, previously, but now with your head on your shoulders is the big promoter now. What's it been like, really? Has it been a lot of work? Because I'm guessing you haven't stopped since the celebrity side of things. You took a little break, which you needed, but I know you've been traveling around. You've been racing the adult mini stocks. You've been down at stock cars, and we caught it recently all over the bloody place in Napier. But, mate, what's it been like? Just a busy time for you?
Yeah, so I've had probably, I had a couple of days off before Christmas, the New Year break, and then I was straight back into it, Every day I've done something for the event, in the background. Pretty much the 240 started from back in June when I did the entry form type thing, and you just tick little boxes off day by day. Yeah. Bit by bit, and it takes a workload off you that week of, because that week of you're stressing because you've got groups, you've got to get the groups out, and then you put the groups out, and then you get people that withdraw, so then you got to try and make the group so you don't have a group of 20 and a group of 26, so you change them around, and then you release a pit plan out, and then all of a sudden you get 50 drivers wanting to park next to all their mates. So it's just little bits like that. So if I hadn't done all the pre stuff, like, we got the program, and I'm quite lucky I've got Graham Hughes from Sportswear Photography, who's a big help when it comes to the programs and that, and he's got some wicked photos in there and lots of articles, and it takes a workload off me leading up to the event. So if it wasn't for Graham, I probably wouldn't have time to be on the show, because I would have been doing the program as well as groups, and and I've got a good team behind me. Like, my committee is probably by far the best committee I've got.
Awesome.
They are willing to, they put their hands up for everything. We had a committee meeting on Monday to sort everything out, and we ticked the last couple of boxes. So this week it's been pretty cruisy at the moment. Touch wood that it doesn't get busy, but with the weather that is showing around the Met service and on phones and that, people are starting to ask questions about what we're doing with the weather. And it's only Wednesday. Racing's Friday at 6:30, so we've still got some time up our sleeve.
Yeah. All right, mate. So I was guessing the big question too, I'm not actually scrolling through the comment side of things. Look, if it does turn to custard, what's plan B for those who are not going to get you yet, though, but there's a lot of comments I'm guessing already asking, what's the plan? What's going to happen?
So at the moment, if we manage to race Friday and Saturday rains out, we've got that Sunday.
Okay.
So we've got Sunday that's spare. So if Friday rains, we've got Saturday, Sunday.
Cool.
But if the weekend is a washout, we are looking at the following weekend, Friday, Saturday, the following weekend, which will be the 26th and 27th of January.
Yep.
Which works quite well for us up this half of the country, because it's our long Auckland anniversary where everybody else got the anniversary weekend this one. But while the Poms are here, we've got to try and utilise them as much as we can and get the 240s over and done with. Otherwise, it could turn out to be end of the season, and trying to get the Poms back over then would be too hard.
Yeah, be way too expensive. They are actually arrived in the country, and we're going to be joined very soon in about another half an hour, 40 minutes, or maybe in an hour's time, by Frankie, Wainman Jr. and also Charlie Sauter. So we'll see how things go there. So there you go. That's the latest for you that may be asking the questions. I'll just say hello to Tanya, Aaron Ferguson, Kerry Gates as well, Bevan's online. Grant's always consistent with Up the V. Aaron Ferguson's the same as well at the 240s. Lucas Baldwin pedaling well in his mini stock, by the way. Well done, a Huntley young man. Wayne Otten always watching, talking 240s with the two old dudes. That's us books he's talking about, the two old dudes. Cody's on board.
What the hell?
Might be me. Scott Honeybow, mate. How are you, Scott? You guys going to be in Invercargill? No, we won't be, Riley. We're just down the road and Rotorua. Good evening, sports fans. Jason Clark, Ricky Nicol as well, Ian Wilson. Who else we got on there? Stu Russell, Carl Carpendale. My daughter's watching. Carly Books, my daughter's watching.
She?
You saw you in Napier down there. Aaron Lewis is watching as well. Sorry for distracting you. That's all good, mate. That's all fun. We'll do some more shout-outs. But Sam, mate, merchandise. Obviously, it's been all over the social media. How's it tracking along at the moment?
Pretty good. Pretty good. We've only got limited stock, we've printed, because we don't know how big it's going to be. So for the ones that are lucky that have pre-ordered, you're guaranteed a shirt. But if you're waiting to get to the track, sizes are going to be limited, and there might not be much stock left. I think we might only have 30 shirts left that haven't been sold. So,
wow.
If you want to get one, jump online and quickly make a payment and buy one, because if they once they're gone, they're gone.
Yeah, I think they'll go quick too. They're a freaking awesome design. I absolutely love this. I love that, and just something different again. Like that in car view for a t-shirt is. I think that's sick as. It's just I love it. Love every part of it. I see Mike's here. He's saying you got to concentrate on some CTRA thing in March, mate.
Yeah. That's Sam. Yeah. I'm actually going to come along to that, mate. Hey,
I've got a car, mate. You got to get a car for that one.
Who's that?
You.
No, you're the champion, mate. I'll come over to
you got to get a car, mate. You come to the lock me.
Oh, look. They are trying to organise a car for me. It's actually the Sunday after you guys host the North Island Superstocks.
Yeah,
So Booker will be here. Yeah, Booker wants to do a bit of a stream from this type of thing.
Oh,
He's been
yeah, I
talking
do
about
too.
this. He does. So
yeah.
he might have to commentate at the same time. He wanted me to commentate it and do the stream with them. But if I'm
Well,
going to jump behind the wheel.
I know two real good commentators.
There we go.
They did Waharau, the 2-day event, the old Mike Gerbs and Stephen Paddle. Those two had a ball up in the commentary box. If you need commentators, let them know.
Yeah, me and Sam are going race books. Me and Sam are going to have a race, mate. Whatever. Mate, let's talk about that. Not many people realise this, obviously. You carry the 1NZ adult mini stock. You've just recently raced there a couple of weeks back and done extremely well as well, eh?
Yeah, so we last year I had the opportunity to race an adult mini stock out at Waharau. It was a 2-day event. I was asked to race it just to see what the car was doing, and showed up and they threw me in the deep end and said, "Oh, it's the North Island title in the New Zealand's this weekend." And I was like, "Oh well, I'll just go out there and do a couple of laps, and if I'm happy with the car, I'll pull off." And they said, "No, you've got to do it. You've got to do it." So I did it, and as it worked out, I won both the North Islands and the New Zealand champs in 2 days. And then start of this year, we had the North Islands there again, and I was asked to drive that 151 of Campbell Hayes' car, and they told me to go defend the title, and I said, "Oh, I'll give it my best shot and go and have some fun." But the main thing that was through my mind was that there's the kids North Island champs was the same weekend.
Yeah.
And I'd rather Campbell race it than myself. And so that first day I did a race, and then I hopped into other cars that wanted to have a skid and let Campbell focus on, winning the North Islands there. And he turned out like he went out and won the North Islands out at Waharau. And then I backed it up the second day and went back to back in the adult North Island CTRA champs. And it was pretty cool for Mike and Rebecca, the owners of the car, for that car to be so reliable, do 6 races and not a single problem, and to win both the North Island titles with the adults and kids. They were pretty stoked with that.
All right, mate. Yeah. Challenge on, bro. I'll be out there on that Sunday, that March. Look forward to it. Hey, let's get back to, obviously, the TWS World Invitation, World 240s and so forth. Mate, Friday, it all gets underway from 5:30 to 10:30. What time does gates open and everything like that?
So the pit gates open at 2 and the main gates open at 4.
Yep.
We have a ladies and an overseas practice at 5:30, but the main qualifying race starts at 6:30. So if you're walking up to the gate and you can hear cars going around, don't panic. It's only a practice for the overseas and the ladies. And the real racing actually starts at 6:30 on the Friday. And then Saturday, the pit gates open at 2:30. The main gates open at 3, and racing, the ripper charges on the dummy grid at 6:30. So 6:30 both nights.
Excellent, mate. If anyone out there is watching this and wants to do a bit of racing of their own, we are having our simulator set up as well down in the club room. So come along and race the track that Steve M at Dirt NZ has built and done an amazing job of. This will be your opportunity to actually race a track that you're going to see the real drivers racing on in the simulator side of things. Bring a mate along, give a gold coin donation. It's all going to a good cause. And come along and join us and be part of the simulation side of things. And I tell you, the reality of this is real, because the feedback we received from real drivers has just been top level. So look forward to it. We'll bring that bit of entertainment, books. But mate, you're excited, bring it on.
Yeah, it is. And so that's your schedule for Friday. So Saturday is, how's Saturday work, mate?
He just
did you do Saturday, did he?
Yeah.
I was too busy reading comments, eh? I'm trying to keep, I keep looking at the comments because of that idiot we had last night that wrote the rude stuff. Yeah. So I'm constantly fucking frickin'.
Moderating it. I understand that.
Oh, mate.
It's all good. Anything popped up yet, though, Vox?
No. It's just people up the V's and up the R's and up this and up that for the different support, which is great to see. I love the passion, mate. I love to see the passion in our supporters and fans out there for all the drivers. It's awesome to see it. It really is. So yeah, but that sim, get over there. There's a gold coin donation to race the sim. It will be running while we're doing our interviews. I believe we've definitely got one guy that's going to help us. I've got to double check on the other one. So I must message them both. I might message them both tonight, actually. And but also people, if you there's 3 people that still haven't collected their stuff from the auctions. So you know who you are. Contact us. I message you. You don't message back. If I don't get a reply soon, I'm going to re-auction it.
Mate, Pits TV doing the streaming as well. Jason, the team coming up, and they've got a busy weekend because they've got to split their teams. There's another big event down in the capital, Wellington, with the New Zealand street stocks, with a mass number of cars coming, of course, from the South Island across the Cook Strait, mate. So you got to give credit to Jason and his team, mate.
Yeah, Jace is a legend for us, you know, for him to come up and commit to two different events, two major events, it's pretty cool. You know, I remember when he first started, and it was just him and his sister, and for the see how big they are now, and to be able to get enough crew to do two major events and, you know, 2 nights of racing at 2 different tracks it's pretty cool, and it's real good for the sport, you know. And this is worldwide, and I know most of the other live stream companies are worldwide too, but you know, to get it worldwide it's awesome, and it's the recognition the sport deserves. You know, we've been tucked away for so many years, and for it to get out on that world stage is awesome. And having that charity event back last year was awesome to have those celebrities, because I've had lots of messages from families who have never been to Speedway before, come to the charity event, now they're booking tickets and coming to the World 240s because they said they can't believe it, you know. And there might be a couple of celebrities that race the charity event coming along and supporting the 240s this weekend too, so keep an eye out for them.
Awesome, mate. Hey, just a reminder too, if you want to get online reserve tickets, go to rotorua.flickr.co.nz. There's information. The other thing we must stress is, now we talked about the media side of things. Look, there's so many friends page that's associated with this. Don't click on accept. There's so many people who post and comments about live streams. Don't accept them. Look, if you go and do all that stuff, the onus is back on you. You know, I don't know how many times we say this on our show about all these fake friends pages, live stream pages. If you're dumb enough to go and do it, that's your own bloody fault, you know. The track themselves, doesn't matter if it's not only this track, but tracks up and down the country really push, don't accept their friends, don't accept any other live stuff. There's only Pits TV and obviously the like page that the Rotorua team has. Mate, Sam, I know we've got 2 others sitting there that's going to be joining us. Obviously, Jemma's going to join us and talk about the Rees race cars, Aotearoa Ladies Crown, trying to go for a 3-peat, mate. Take care. Have a bit of rest. I know you won't. You'll listen to me and have rest, because the weekend's only around the corner, and I'm looking forward to catching up and seeing you on Friday.
Sounds good, guys. I'll see you guys on Friday.
Yeah, don't run away. Like I said, we might bring you back with the Brits at the end once we finish talking to them. So, thank you, Samuel.
Easy.
And
All good. Thank you, guys.
We'll talk soon.
Yep, sounds good.
Mate.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks, Sam.
Okay, so he's been busy, mate. He's a busy boy. Busy. It takes a lot to get these events. He's lucky to have a great support around him, like a lot of the clubs do, don't they? They do have the support. And I mean, we don't realise just how much effort and time goes into bringing these events for us to go to and watch.
Yeah, hard out, mate. Hard out. Let's bring Jemma in, eh?
Let's get Jemma in.
Queen Jemma,
There she is, Queen Jemma.
Love the T-shirt, Jemma.
Thanks. Got it on a weekend.
Yeah. How did the weekend go, by the way?
Good and bad, mixed results. Moved forward in some races, backwards in others, and got a little bit of damage, and it's all fixed and hopefully ready to go.
All right, that's the main thing. That's the thing we want to hear. And obviously, how are you though? Are you all right? Ready to rock and roll this coming weekend?
Yep, I'm good. When we get there, we'll be well in the swing of things. So hopefully, the weather does play ball and we can go racing. So.
Booker talked about at the intro there as well, the back-to-back. Obviously, the pressure on you being back-to-back. Ash has done it recently, just a few weeks back there at Miami, and we'll talk a bit about that with his brother Ethan soon. But, you know, how do you feel about going into this big championship now sponsored by Rees Race Cars?
Well, it's just like any other year, really. I mean, there isn't ultimately too much more pressure to do the back-to-back. But if we do go Asher spec, it'll be pretty cool.
There'll be a couple of quieties drunk if that happens, won't there, Jemma?
Oh, I don't know if I do quiet.
I like that one. You don't.
That's good.
You enjoy yourself. We'll leave it at that. You enjoy it. But look, there's some real good competition now. The ladies' caliber of driving now within the stock car ranks is huge. You take a look at Kara Budzinski, who actually qualified recently in Stratford for the New Zealand's. But there's a good caliber of drivers coming on through, and they want to knock you off your perch, Jemma.
Absolutely, there is a good caliber of driving, and the machinery that everyone has as well now is definitely like way up there as well. Like Carol's in now, like she was in today, so
cool.
She'll give me a good run for my money, along with many of the other girls that will be there. So it should be good. I hope it's good.
Are you expecting to be a little bit of a target, do you think?
Well, you'd surmise, wouldn't you? It's stock cars after all.
Yes.
Yes. I see on the list here as well, you've got a couple of other Bs here, like Katie Prescott coming in, Lauren Swift. Those two might block. And Courtney, they might block for you. Hey, they might help you. It depends on who's up there. You got to get the B home and get that trophy back down to the Hawke's Bay.
Yeah, I'm pretty keen for them to give it a good shot themselves. Like anyone's game, you just got to have luck on your side is the main game, and then 6 consistent races. I've always said 6 consistent races because that's going to get you near the pointy end.
Yeah. And how's the car been tracking this season, Jemma? Is it been doing what you wanted to do, or you've been struggling a bit, or how's it all going?
It's going good. I can't complain. And Rees race cars, they do go good. No matter who's driving them or anything, they go good. Yeah. So I can't fault it. It's going to be prepped as good as we can have it prepped, and we'll just see what happens on the day.
Yeah, exactly. How you finding Rotorua though? You've raced many laps there as well. Obviously, you've been back-to-back crown there as well. Just do what you got to do there, get around safely 1 and 2, and just see what happens from there.
Yeah, absolutely. Like Sam said before, it's turn 3 that's the interesting point where everyone's up to race pace, and so.
Yeah, that's what I found out this year. I didn't realise that the back straight is actually downhill. Did you know that as well?
Yeah, you can almost slightly tell, but wow. Maybe I'm joking, maybe I'm not. I don't know. Maybe you can tell, but you definitely pick up speed getting into 2 and 3, even on the first lap. So it's cool.
It is downhill. Samuel pointed it out to us, and when you looked properly, you could actually see it. Yeah, it's quite incredible. So you guys do get up a lot more speed, getting around into that turn 3 and 4 too, as well. I expect. But this weekend, it's all about the racing. But in the off season, did you do any soccer again this year, or have you given away the soccer just for the stock car now?
No, I still play, and they actually had the first pre-season training tonight that I skipped.
Jemma! Holy heck! Hey,
we better get it. How do we get a hold of the coach?
They was messaging me just before. They're trying for 2 women's teams this year inside our club, so there was 20 ladies showed up today, so it's a good start to hopefully what the season might bring for soccer.
Oh, awesome!
How long have you been playing soccer?
9 years, maybe. Yeah, I used to play hockey, but broke my finger, and I need money makers, so I went and changed to soccer.
Yeah, you would have followed the recent Women's World Cup, no doubt, I would guess, with a bit of interest there.
Yeah, there was a few fundraiser events for my soccer club up at the club rooms watching the New Zealand games. So I had to support my club and go and have a few beverages.
Hey, that's cool, It's good to see the girls' sport on that level, at a World Cup level, out there. It just shows what our small country can do, hosting some of the big nations around the world, some of the biggest powerhouses when it comes to the football sport, the soccer sport. It's just really cool, Really cool to put it out there on the map.
Absolutely, and some of the skills that they have is impressive to watch, and it's just like any sport, really. They give the men not a run for their money because they don't verse the men, but they can definitely outskill some of them.
Certainly outskill me, that's for sure.
Is your team is it right? What's Madu's got here? Madu's got here bloody Rangers team. Is that your team?
Yeah. Western Rangers, yeah.
Western Rangers, there we go. Shout out to the Western Rangers.
I see Karina Annan's put definitely feeling this year, and good luck to all the ladies as well. I think she must be driving, but that's Rapid Racewear, Kins. That's who's doing our new shirts and jackets. So big ups to Rapid Racewear. They're doing a fantastic job and very good communication between us two for doing our gear. So quite pleased about that. Just thought I'd give her that quick mention. But
hey, do you know much about the Great Britain Lion girls that are racing? I think 262 and 350. Cammy and Hannah. Do you know much about them?
I don't know much about them, but when I was at Pete's the other day, one of the ladies is coming for a seat fitting on Wednesday to his, and that's today. That's today.
Yeah.
So she's obviously probably had her seat fitting now.
She has. I spoke to Pete today. She'd just been there. Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully she's comfortable and is ready to go as well. So they'll prep the car for her and get it there, I think. And, but I don't know much about them. Really, but
is he working on the car behind you, Jemma?
Sorry?
Is he working on the car behind you?
Yes.
I could just see his head bobbing up and down.
Yeah.
What's the rest of the season looking like for you, Jemma, after this weekend?
Supposed to be our Hawke's Bay champs next weekend. Go watch teams champs in Palmy. And then I'll maybe support the team because I've got a bit of teams racing elsewhere, and I'll do the North Island champs. I won't do the Grand Prix though.
Yeah.
Orange Roughies?
I will put my hand up, but if they don't need me, they won't need me. So there's a lot of gents in the squad, and a lot of young fellas putting their hands up. So, I mean, they can have a turn if they want. I might not be needed.
And between us, we know who's going to win teams champs this year, anyway, don't we, Jemma?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100% we know. Yeah.
Who's that?
I'll be singing the song. Don't you worry about that. Hey?
Cheeky buggers. Look at these fellas.
I'll be singing the song.
Our next guest might have something to say about that.
Well, that's right too.
But, Jemma, you pedal well out there. You get out there and give it your all. You just don't hold back. And, mate, you've had a few big hits on you over the season. I remember seeing one somewhere recently.
Wellington.
Holy, yeah.
Wellington.
Took
a big one at Wellington.
Yeah, that might have been Wellington.
Yeah, I saw that. Mind you, you got saved just in time at Gisborne that night too. Old Sam came in and cleaned that fella up. Then he was about to get you. So that was an awesome shot too. Yeah.
That was at the Rotorua meeting at their what was the event? The Gisborne Classic. Ashley Scott's. Ashley Scott. Yeah. Had a bit of attention because I was there or thereabouts on points. So they were deciding who was going to win the finals, and they won the Stirrers prize overall. So it was good for them.
He's bloody got a good memory, eh? Listen to
me. Oh, I've remembered all the meetings I've been to this year, mate. But hey, some people get all upset or whatever when they get hit. When someone gets you, you're up on points, so you know if they get you, that's the reason normally. What's your thoughts with that? Do you just think, oh well, I'll put that on the dash, or oh you arsehole, or how does Jemma deal with that situation?
No, all of the above.
Have a beer later, eh, Jemma? Let's go and have a beer later.
Absolutely. You go and shake their hand and say like good stuff sort of thing, and then have a beer and move on, and always remember.
Yeah. Next time. There's always next time. We've seen a lot of comments in there in regards to the 9G of Jamie Hamilton and the 971C of young Jade, and there's a lot of comments.
Unfortunately, I think it's the social media. Social media builds up these rivals more than the actual drivers do themselves. I remember before the New Zealand's, everybody was going, Jaden Ward said he's going to smash Rees and rah rah rah, and he got Jamie Hamilton. But you got to love it. You got to love the passion of the people out there. I think it makes the sport as well. As long as it doesn't get personal, I think it's great to have that passion without the personal side of it.
Absolutely, because without passion, there would be no speedway, really, would there?
Well, that's right too, mate. But you can be passionate without having to be personal about it too, though, can't you? You don't need to get all angry, so to speak.
Definitely, yeah. It swings and roundabouts. So, in a contact class, you can get it and receive it and give it. So as long as it's not a keyboard warrior that's going to be dishing the personal stuff, then at least you can try and keep it on the track, hopefully.
I love what you're saying. I love what you're saying, Jemma. Look, Lily Smith says Jemma will do amazing. So, Lily, there you go. Leash Barrett, go, Jemma. You do awesome. So you got a few fans watching tonight. Obviously, when we spoke a bit about
because I said that earlier, Murray says she flies with a trailer as well.
you got Jade Sibley talking about the Glen Eagles. Terry Smith going on about Waikato. Obviously, you got the Eagles talking about the back-to-back side of things. Wanganui Warriors. You really started it off here with the teams. Tony McGrath, Hawke's Bay all day, and like you said, Murray flies out the trailer as well. Look. Up the Rebels.
I could probably wind them up more, you know.
And I'd love to see Ricky Nicol in a car. He definitely wouldn't finish the race. Harley had to watch this. But, you know, we do the big teams build up next week from Monday. We're going to catch up Bruce Robinson, Shane Dewar, and, of course, we have the Wanderers and the All-Stars to start with us on Monday. And Booker, we're going to be telling you all about what we're doing with the kids.
Yeah. Sorry, I was looking for my "Come On the Bay" song to start playing, but I can't see it, so I better talk.
It's in there.
It's in there. I couldn't see it. "Come On the Bay." I wanted to play it for everybody, get them all pumped up. But so next week is our teams build-up week, and myself and Evkins have been working on some stuff with the teams, and we're going to run a competition. So if you have a child, boy, girl, we don't care, is between the age of 9 and 13. Then you can enter to win to be the pit crew with a team. What that means is not all night, obviously, but before the meeting, when the teams come back from the square, you get to join that team in the pits, and the child can change a wheel nut or do something with the team, you know, help them do something, but they also get a prize pack. But the biggest thing about it is they get to go in the grand parade with that team as well. So that's pretty cool, we think. And once the grand parade's finished, the mum or dad will come grab the child and go back up in their seats, because we can't have the kids in there once it starts, because it's pretty full on, as you would know, Jemma, in the pits there. Once racing starts, it's pretty full on. But that's we think it's a great prize. We're doing our build up starting Monday through to Friday next week for our teams build up, like we do each year. But yeah, most of the teams have already said yes to come on board for this. We've only got a couple to go, but we're pretty confident that they're going to join in as well. So next week we will have that up for you to nominate your child. It's a random draw, and only one person will be picked. And then when the winner gets picked, the winner gets to choose which team they want to go and hang out with. So that's pretty much it, Kins. It's a pretty cool. What do you think of that, Jimmy? That's a pretty cool prize for some child, eh?
Yeah, if I had a kid, I'd make sure my child entered, but I don't, so I won't.
You can't enter your car.
Yeah, no, maybe it's 4 wheels.
Hey, Jemma, good luck with this coming weekend. Obviously, travel safe, and we'll see you up in Rotas in a couple of days, and, you know, representing the Bay, going hard and doing them proud. And good luck, Queen Jemma.
Cheers. Thank you. We'll definitely see you there.
All right. Thanks, Jemma. Good luck. Okay, there we go. So I think in the process too, kids, you might want to send a couple of people a reminder text or message while you're sitting there too, mate, if you got time, while we're going through some bits and pieces. But we got Ethan Rees joining us next, mate.
Yeah, I'm not too sure they could hear that come on the Bay. I'll push play. What if it came through? I don't think you
can't hear anything. Did you find it?
Yeah. Let's just try again. I can hear it. Might be just at my end.
Yeah, it's playing.
This playing. Oh, sorry. Bring Ethan in, mate. Just bring Ethan in.
Come on, the Bay. I love it. Oh, sorry, bring Ethan in. Yeah. There it is. Not 3NZ anywhere, 127G. Ethan Rees, mate. How are ya?
Yeah, good, thanks. You guys?
Mate, we're bloody hot. It's so stupidly hot. It's just stupid.
Yeah, you did right. You did right.
Mate, come into obviously Rotorua this coming weekend, the defending champion. Been pretty cool, eh? We're knowing you're the World 240 champion from last year. I know Jake Baker was. He was sitting next to us, mate. He was jumping up and down like nothing and running down to see you, mate. But what's it been like, you know, having that trophy?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's obviously quite a big title for a Superstock class. Yeah, I mean, it's sort of been business as usual type thing, but it's quite a cool achievement to add to our list, and a cool trophy to have in the cabinet for 12 months. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to defend it this weekend.
Okay.
How do you prepare? Do you have to think about how you prepare differently? Because, I mean, previous 240s, you're going to start on the Friday night, you do your 3 heats, your race ready come Saturday. Yeah, they give you a couple of practice laps, but it's not quite the same as it has been in amongst 26 other cars going flat out, So how do you approach that this weekend, mate, knowing that going into a Saturday night, you go straight into qualifying, and the qualifying night is always just a step up of speed, and compared to, that's what blew me away, to qualifying to race night, there's a big step up. So you're jumping into these guys that are ready to go. How do you focus for that, mate? What does Ethan Rees do for that?
Pretty lucky. A couple of years ago, when the Poms couldn't come, they ended up picking the winner of the GP, the North Islands and New Zealand's, to be the automatic entry, and we were fortunate to win the GP, so we made automatic entry that year. So I'm sort of lucky to have that in the background, but it is definitely hard. I'd rather go through, as silly as it sounds, I'd rather go through qualifying. At least that way you're hardened, you're ready for what's to come for the finals night, because even though the finals is a massive step up from qualifying, you're still ready to go, and you've had laps under your belt, and you're set to go, really. So it's sort of hard, just sort of switch on and be on for the whole weekend, really, from Friday to Sunday, really. So yeah, but it's definitely a hard mindset.
So how do you prepare yourself then for the Saturday? Look, I know you're going to have your family there. Is it just chill out with Brits and the family and just kick back and just see what happens, or do you go walking around, catch up with everyone else? What do you do, Ethan?
We sort of work as a team as such. I will be having family time, but obviously I've still got Ashton, Josh, and Dad to make their qualifying stages, plus all other Gisborne cars out there, Jamie and the James brothers and all that are Regan Penn, that are trying to battle to make that final 26. So I'll be helping out them as well as having a bit of chill time, but it still doesn't really stop, really. I'm still on the tools as such, but just not behind the wheel.
Right, so mate, the Rees truck. Sorry.
Okay, carry on.
So the Rees truck will be heading up there too, then, will it, to help out whoever, like they did at the NZs?
Yeah. In previous years at 240s, you probably ask Asher and Dad, it's sort of been a busy time for qualifying and finals, because there's a whole lot of damage in turn 1 and turn 3. So I'm sure I'll have plenty to do in a hot day, no doubt. So I'll be sweating and running around and trying to do what I can to make things happen. So yeah, it'll be good.
Mate, that young fella that brings the truck up, I tell you what, he's a working machine, that kid. He just lives for it. He loves it. Being at the NZs in Napier, and I'm pretty sure he told me from memory he was due to be a dad that day or something like that, or that week.
Yeah.
He did say that, eh?
Actually, he had his baby, I think it was Monday. So 2 days ago, I think the baby was born. So, but he's still coming to 240s to run the truck. So he's pretty committed that way.
Hey, he's more committed than you bloody drivers, hey?
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, I gotta love the commitment, mate. Let's talk about that commitment, because a couple of weeks back, and we all saw the 3-peat, and you ran shotgun basically in that last race. Dad pretty well took care of everyone behind them. Right, the family just put it on a platform, and I tell you what, you couldn't have scripted that a lot better if you had to draw it into a bloody movie or something. What was your feeling?
At first, when we done a good draws, myself, Dad, and Ash were thinking, "Oh my God, what have we done?" Because we drew exactly beside each other, and obviously I had a bad first heat, getting rolled in the first lap, 2 laps, so that was my night done. So from then, my sort of mindset shifted from trying to win it to help Asher go back to back, plus help my other Gisborne competitors go a number, So, and then heat 2, Dad rolled, so we sort of had perfect grid final heat. So we just went out there and shielded Asher, and obviously no one had a swing, but we were there prepared when someone did. But luckily no one did, so we were just running around and making it good.
I saw the car had a mechanical fault too as well on that last lap. It just seemed to break down, and suddenly Dinesha went past as normal. So just one of those mechanical things, eh? We'll leave it at that. It's just something happened. The accelerator jammed or some bloody thing. Something didn't work.
another
Actually,
brake jammed on and it turned left for
yeah,
some reason. I don't know
yeah,
why.
for some reason, some stupid reason like that. Eh? It's just motorsports, you know. You can work on all the
Yeah,
cars,
pretty
and all of a
much.
sudden get to the last lap, it breaks down. What the hell?
Yeah, you get those weekends.
Did it make you feel quite emotional, mate, watching Asher go across the line for that flag, knowing that, man, he's just done it. He's made history. He's got that three-peat, you know. For yourself, Ethan, was that, I mean, you boys stick together. It's amazing. The Rees family really are quite close. So was it an emotional part for you watching him go across that line? I mean, how did it make you feel, mate?
It was pretty cool. Obviously, I was right behind him, so I was quite happy pretty quick. But the biggest part was silencing all those critics on Facebook the week before, as you guys touched on earlier. So I'm not going to name any names because they know who they are, and so does everyone else. But that was the biggest part. I mean, Ashton went in there with quite a bit of weight on his shoulders, as much as he said he didn't. He still had a title to defend, and he came out on top after a bad qualifying heat, as you guys probably would have seen. He sort of struggled in qualifying, and he was sort of over it by the third heat for the third qualifying heat. But yeah, he went out there and done, as I said on my Facebook, the unthinkable, and went back to back to back. So it's a big feat in our sport. So it's definitely cool to see.
Oh, 100%, mate. You know, just like really when you reality think about it, yeah, you've done the pretty well impossible to go back to back. It's only been done, I think he was the third one to ever may have done. I might be right, third or fourth on the third one. And then to go back to back to back, you know, that's history. That's going to be around for a long time. It'll be very interesting to see if we can go back to back these days, let alone a triple. But good on you, mate. Well done. And everyone's all happy. Mate, family life, been pretty busy with the new little bubba and that.
Yeah, it's sort of, the baby was sort of born, well, Emma was sort of born at the perfect time. We had Christmas holidays for work, so I sort of got to spend a week with him before I ended up joining the car for New Zealand, and then I've been back at work. So personally, I've done very little dad life with the new one, but Brittany's been holding it down at home with both kids, and my mum's been helping out quite a bit too. So, but no, it's been good. I mean, he's sleeping well, eating well. They're all healthy, so that's all we can really ask for as a parent nowadays, eh?
Yeah, mate. And business life's been pretty busy for you?
Yeah, it's been a cracker start to the year, so it's sort of making me, you know, work and sweat and whatnot. But it's been a good start to the year, so that's all we ask.
All right. After 240s, I'm guessing take a break. The next weekend, get ready for Giants and Palmy teams.
Yeah, fingers crossed we get this weekend in and we don't end up running next weekend because that can make things a bit tight. But yeah, we do this weekend, have a decent break and get our cars prepared and our bodies prepared, and then crack into it with team champs.
I just wanted to go back to the we were talking before about the intensity from one night to the next at the 240s. I couldn't get wrapped in my head what causes that next step up. As a driver, what do you think it is? I mean, like, because there's quite a big difference in pace between one night to the other. And I mean, I'm sure you guys don't go out there and do something extra special for your car to make it go faster, that much faster. So what do you think it is that makes that, you know, you get what I'm saying? Like, because it blew my mind last year. Me and Kinser were sitting in the middle of turn 1 and 2. And I'm sitting there with butterflies. We've got you, Jake Baker beside us, who's just butterflies chopping a little bit for you. And you guys take off into that first heat, and it blew my mind how much more intense it was. Is it just the thing of the finals, do you think? Or what makes that big step, mate? What do you put it down to?
Sort of, I don't know if I can put a word on it, but you sort of see time and time again going off last weekend at Stratford and then Hawkesbury as well. There's a top 26, a top 30, and that is generally your top cars of that season. But going to that stage is a massive step up, and people that ain't used to that experience, you can see them sort of crumble from race one. And I don't know what makes us as drivers step up even more, but I don't think it's stepping up. I think it's just used to the atmosphere, and we're fighting. We're all fighting for the same spot, and we're used to driving in that much pressure from everyone else around you, as well as on the fans, but on the track as well. I don't know if I can I can't put a word to why we step up, but if you don't, you're at the back, and if you're at the back, you're not winning and you're last, and it's you end up getting smoked. So you gotta drive your hardest to make things happen, really.
It just seems to me that the intensity at the 240s is more than what there is in the finals at the New Zealand Champs. And
I think it's more or less for 240s because we've got the Poms there.
Yeah.
And they're hard, they're fierce competitors without having a 240 chance to fight for. I mean, I've never been to UK, but I watched quite a bit this season with Ashton going over there. And you can see why Frankie and Tom Harris and Charlie are so good in traffic because they use their bumper and they use it flipping aggressively but smartly as well.
Yeah.
And that makes us Kiwis sort of flipping hit them harder, but we've got to remember to carry on and push harder because they're going to come back and get us again. So yeah.
Well, we saw that unfold with Frankie Wainman Jr. He just never gave up. He was attacked left, right, and center. The car was just about a mess, but he managed to get home and get himself on the podium. You know, it just showed you are right, 100% right. They just got an attitude when they come to New Zealand. They're going to show these Kiwis what us Brits are made of, and they really put themselves on the line. You know, they really gave it a good shot with the GB Lions at Palmy, and those two Dutch boys just never held back, and they'll be back with that. So we'll talk to maybe Sam and touch on some of that. It's momentum and atmosphere, like Scott Honeybone said. The atmosphere of their crowd is like a coliseum. And when you sit there and you look up, it's like a coliseum basically, and you're just right there. It's like watching gladiators and gladiators behind wheels and these powerful machines just going 100%. Bring the V cars at the 240s, Evan Thomason. Stan, yes, credit to Stan, makes a very fast track as well. Gets out there, and we were just touching on that when that rain turned up and what happened, and all the guys got out there. It was like you were just doing the track duties, and then that track just come back, and holy hell, what a show that was.
Yeah, you did right there.
Yeah. What's your favourite track? Did we ask you last time what your favourite track was?
I think I've been asked every time, but it's generally Rotorua.
I was expecting that answer. I don't even know why I bothered asking, to be perfectly honest. It seems to be every Superstock answer. Did you chuck those boys a message, Kins, to see where they were, or give them a reminder?
Yeah. No, I did. I just sent them a message. Jump in when they're ready. I sent it to Charlie and Frankie, and hopefully they're not too tired or
having a quiet ale with Stan and Sonia.
Could be. Simon Smith, Anya, Ethan, your turn back to back. And best of luck for teams. Richard and Trudy saying up the 2NT, their local Blair Eulenberg from Stratford. Anyone track down the lads with the couch? Yeah, I reckon. Wanted to catch up with Sam and get their names and go and interview them up in the crowd during that period while we're done. You reckon they go and have a catch on?
Yeah, 100%, mate. 100%.
We'll go and interview them.
We'll get Ethan to carry a couch around and go up the stairs. He's not doing anything. He's not raising.
Look at that. That's cool.
Yeah. When do you ride, mate? When do you cruise on through?
Plan is to I'll work half day Friday. Plan is to cruise up Friday night and then help the boys out. If not, it'll be Saturday morning, but the plan is to be there Friday night. Probably a little bit later, like probably 7 onwards, but we'll be there.
Yeah, it's hopefully weather plays its part for us for this 240s as well. I don't know about Speedway. I'm not making any predictions this time because I'm always wrong. So I'll just keep quiet this time about that sort of carry on. Everybody keeps asking the 9G and 971G tensions. To be honest, Ricky, I don't know if there is tensions. It might be more social media than that's saying tensions rather than Jamie and Jaden. Who knows? But
like on behalf, it is like I guess for Jamie, it's his probably first time being close to having a number on his door. So he will have a bit of emotions there, but Jamie's sort of a bit like us. I mean, he can pick his time, and next time it'll be his turn to get Jaden, and the roles will swing around. But eventually they'll sort of get over that, and they'll help each other, and it'll work out. But it's sort of for Jamie, he would be probably a little bit upset on that night. But I'd say for now he's forgotten about it, and he's going to roll into this weekend and see what's happening and go from there. Really.
Exactly. I think you got to be level-headed as a driver, focus on trying to qualify first and foremost on the Friday. Whatever happens. That's the sport that we enjoy watching as fans and what you guys race, obviously. But the other part here, you got to remember too, with Jaden Ward, there's another guy we're going to interview very soon, Charlie Sauter. he may have some paybacks as well if you go back to last year. So that's something you fans may have missed out on. There's the Charlie Sorter side of things that's going to come into this as well. So we're just waiting on Charlie and Frankie, hopefully not too far away to join us. So we're going to jump in around 8:15 and have a few words. I did say, they were okay. They're pretty calm and collected to join us.
Are they with Sonia tonight? Are they, Kins, or?
Well, we're just waiting to see. They could be with Sonia, could be birthday. Could be Sonia's birthday like last year. I remember
if Samuel is in the background, maybe he could send a message to see if they are with Sonia and give them a reminder for us, Samuel, if you're sitting there, can hear me? I was going to message you as a message, but I thought, well, you can hear me, so easy to do that. So we'll keep talking. We got you got teams coming up as your next big event, I suppose we shall say, after the 240s, mate. How's that start for you guys? What's the plan? So do you do a strip down of the car after the 240s, or you just do a bolt check and go over it, or what's your process for going into the teams now?
Our process sort of stays the same from week to week, but we sort of pretty much starts from Monday after 240s, washing the car, getting it stripped down like you said. We tend to do a bit of steel work, making the car look pretty good, or immaculate as such, try and make it as good as we can. And then it sort of starts from there, and we sort of work on all our cars to make things easier for ourselves. And then, like I said, it's sort of the same from week to week, but we just sort of do the fine tuning and put new bits in here and there, new clutch, new gearbox, or whatever we need to do just to make sure it's not going to fail on us. And keep going, really, make sure the car's mint.
Keep going, mate, So, and your plans for the rest of the season, past teams, are you doing the North Island Supers at Rotors?
I've sort of just looked up to teams, really. Once teams is done, I'm going to reassess and see what's going on, obviously with work and family and that. But the plan is to go to Gizzy on the 22nd of February for the North Island stock cars.
Yes.
I think we're running a support class for them, so the plan is to sort of do that. And then once that's done, we'll see what's happening. But I'd say we'll be going to Rotorua for the North Islands, but there's nothing confirmed yet.
Yeah, I've been telling drivers today to go and join us at Gisborne for that meeting. I think I convinced old Regan O'Brien to come to that one as well now. So for the 2 days, So any Superstock boys, come join us at Gizzy for that North Island stock car event 2 day meeting. It's going to be epic.
Mate, and I guess in turn, Palmy teams, you guys will do your normal thing, park down at McVeary Crawford Motors, do what you do have, or you've done over the last seasons. Yeah.
We haven't discussed that far, but I'm picking it will be the exact same. We'll be, I'd say we'll be set up there Friday night, as we do a little sponsors do Friday night to say thanks to them and give them a first look at the cars and whatnot. And then, Saturday rolls on and we've got the public there and the merchandise, and I believe you guys are setting up down there for a little bit of a show. And then from there, we'll be the square and to the track, and before you know it, we'll get into it.
Well, I'm actually the week building up into the teams. I'm actually going to go park up at the Rees Race Cars headquarters, and we're going to do a couple of live shows on what's involved in building up to teams. So, an insight for everybody to see what else goes on besides what we see. They all turn up all looking pretty and nice, and and then they get demolished. But we're going to do a couple of special episodes building up into teams live from the Rees Race headquarters, and Pete and Asher will probably do some welding, and we'll do some technical stuff for people and just let them get the other side and the other view of it all,
Yeah, it's cool to keep the fans involved, and you guys do a good job at keeping them involved, like saying with the young fellas at Teams Chance to do the pit crew as such. So that's a cool thing to do. It's just sort of keeping them involved and keeping them in touch, and like you say, see what no one else sees as such. They just think the car rolls up and it's race ready, but there's quite a bit that goes in the background to make it race ready.
Yeah. Well, we had a very good response actually, Ethan, when I did that live at Gisborne this season, where you changed your gear set because the track was a bit slick, and we had your young man there changing the gears over, and then you giving the explanation to why the gears get changed. And we had a very good, people really enjoyed that side of it. So it's interesting. I think they want to see that technical side and that what else goes on besides the man behind the seat going around the corner turning left, you know?
Yeah, you did right. Yeah, it's all part of it, eh?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, 100%.
All right, Heath, we've held you on for, to say 30, mate. We'll let you go and try and get into some cool type of area, mate. We'll catch up you over in Rotors and see how things are going and catch up there, bro. But thanks for your time and sharing
We appreciate
the insight of what happens as the world champion and obviously World 240s champ. And we'll catch up in a couple of days, bro.
Yeah, thanks for that. Cheers, guys.
Thanks, Ethan. Have a good one. Safe travels.
See you, bro. Thank you.
Here we go.
Woo.
Oh, mate,
it's hot.
It is hot. It is hot. But don't forget, people, you've heard me talk about it. The competition for your 9 to 13-year-old child, enter them next week to be part of a team, whatever team their favourite team is. We'll explain more and have more as we move forward. But I see Charlie sitting there, Kins. Shall we see if he's all connected and working?
He looks like it.
Yeah. There we go. Can you hear us there, Charlie?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, look at that. Perfect, mate. Perfect.
How are you, Charlie?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, I can't complain, mate. Welcome to a very warm New Zealand, mate. What was the flight over when you left the UK?
Yeah, it was real cold. It was I think it was about -2 when we left. So, yeah, it's a bit chilly. Nice to come to some warm weather.
Yeah. Big flight, mate. Big long flight.
Yeah, about 27 hours, I think it took. We got delayed a few times at London, and then we got delayed in Dallas as well. One of them things, really. At least we're here now, so all ready for Friday and Saturday.
Mate, jet lag. You got any jet lag or what?
I'm not too bad, to be fair. On the second flight, I managed to sleep, and that was when you guys would sleep. So far, I'm not too bad. We've been downstairs watching some racing videos. We've been keeping us awake. So yeah, we're getting on all right at the minute.
Awesome, mate.
You must be chomping at the bit to get behind a car again over here, mate, eh? Because you really enjoyed yourself last year. I'm pretty excited to get behind the wheel again here at the 240s.
Yeah, can't wait. Obviously, I really enjoyed myself last year at 240s and teams. Haven't really had a proper race season myself back at home. Haven't probably raced since July. So yeah, just itching to get back behind the wheel and give it a go. Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about back home, mate. How's it been pedaling? Obviously, you've since obviously the big brisket and everything like that. How's your season been going so far? Just minimal racing at the moment? You just busy, or what's going on there?
Yeah, so we had a few different factors. We were building a new car halfway through the year, so that stopped us in our tracks with a few things. Managed to get that out, and then I had a few health issues. Had to have an operation, which set us back a couple of months, and then I had a holiday that I booked, and then by that time it was World Final. So I had quite a long time out the seat, really, which obviously didn't help. And then our World Final only lasted 2 laps. And yeah, I did a meeting after that, and then sort of knocked it on the head for the season. Said we'll go for it in 2024.
Yeah, mate. When we caught up with you a little while back, a few months back home in the UK, Dad was with you. Who's come over with you now?
So I've come over with Rebecca Smith, Andrew Smith's daughter. We've just come over and then met Frank and little Ted at Jarrell's house in Rotorua. Yeah, and we just sort of set camp up here for 240s and sort of go from there, really.
Mate, sorry, carry on.
No, I was just going to say, is Frankie anywhere close? He's not with you as well, where you are?
Yeah, he's just having a few.
He's in the same house. He's just downstairs a minute. I can go get him.
Yeah. Pop down and get him. He seems to be having a few issues. He can't seem to get in on the link at the moment. So you might pop down there, Charlie. Just grab him for a sec, please, if you don't mind.
Give me 2 seconds.
We'll let Charlie pop down there downstairs and try and grab Frankie, and we'll have a quick word with him. And he's just saying he's been trying to hook in and get into us. But of course, Charlie driving the 5GB, which is number from home. And obviously, we all know what Frankie's number is, the 515GB, Frankie Wainman Jr. Not too sure if we know whose cars they will be driving, but we'll ask these two gentlemen when they come back. So as you can see, they are here. And yeah, we'll get Sam to join us very soon as well. And just to clarify for some of the viewers who've been watching the show, the Dutch boys obviously not being at the 240s this coming weekend. We'll give you the update on that. Sam can clarify some of that. So we'll just let Charlie pop downstairs. Must be a big, long stairs.
I'm just reading some of the comments. It looks like maybe Jaden's had enough of the some people making the statements. So he's saying back to them, jump in a car and we'll see how you go. I'm not going to repeat exactly what he said.
Oh, there's Frankie.
Evening, everybody.
Hey,
Mate,
you,
how are
Frankie?
you?
Yeah, good, you?
Yeah, good,
Yeah,
mate.
But how you dealing with the weather over here, mate? It's bloody warm and muggy.
Yeah, we only got here this afternoon, so we'll have a little bit of it. But yeah, it's a damn sight warm. It is back at our place, yep.
Oh, good. 27-hour flight. You must be pretty bloody buggered.
Yeah, we're all just about getting there now. We'll be ready for a sleep tonight. So I managed to get a little bit of sleep on the way over, so it wasn't too bad.
All right, mate. So how are things been tracking back home for you in hometown, mate? How are things been going over there? I've seen a lot of updates in regards to obviously a lot of promotional footage around the 515 back home there as well at the International NEC Birmingham. How are things been travelling for you over the season?
Yeah, last season wasn't that good for us. We had a lot of engine problems, but yeah, we've got some good stuff moving forward. We've got the shell cars all been done for the NEC, like you've seen. Obviously, we're all ready with that. So, yeah, we're looking forward to next year. Well, this year now, yeah.
Do you still get as excited coming over for this event as you did the first time you came for the event, Frankie?
Yeah, definitely. It's the same every year. I just love every part of it. Obviously, the 240s and the teams, they become a big part of, what my life is and, what we're doing now. So, yeah, I look forward to it every year.
So how many years has it been exactly, Frankie, that you've been coming to 240s? Been a while, eh?
I'll let you work that out.
Yeah.
We'll have someone here that'll tell us.
94, 95 was the first year I did. I haven't missed many. I don't know how many I've missed, but it won't be many, I don't think. So somebody will work it out and let us know, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah, and teams is right up there as well. I'm guessing you're excited in a couple of weeks with the teams coming up as well. Getting back out there and representing the GB Lions.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we've got a good, strong team again this year. Same team we had last year. We're trying to keep it together and get everybody focused. And we've got some good machinery again this year, some good sponsors, and we're looking forward to it.
When do you get behind the wheel of a car here in New Zealand, mate? What's the plan from after tonight's good sleep and rest?
Funnily enough, I had a little double this afternoon. Just me and Phoebe had a jump in a couple of cars just to make sure that Phoebe was all right with us for the weekend. So we did that on the way down today. So yeah, I'm pretty chilled out. I'll just go with whatever. I've got qualifying Friday night to practice Friday night where Phoebe's got to qualify. So yeah, we've got Friday night to sort mine out.
All right, mate. When you come here, you really put on a show. You don't hold back. The skill that we've seen with your caliber of driving, mate, is just next level. You really give it to the Kiwis. And if we go back and reflect on that final heat, you had a good run right at the start, and everyone kind of worked it out. We've got to stop Frankie, and they were hammering you left, right, and centre. But you brought that wounded car home to get home third on the podium, mate. That's just credit to you and what you do out there on the track.
Yeah, absolutely. You always know you're going to be a target in the last race, no matter where you are on points. If you're in the top 10, you're going to be picked on, obviously. So we just go with that in mind. I try and get as many points as I can in the first two races. I mean, I've been into the last race leading, second, third, 8th, 10th. It doesn't make no difference. The attention's still the same. So I just deal with it and get on with it. But obviously, to fetch that car home in the last race, it was superb. Yeah. Yeah,
mate. All right. Whose car are you driving this coming weekend at 240s?
Yeah, exactly the same. I mean, the Thomas Pollock in the Pollock crane car. Yeah.
Wicked, mate. All right. Well, we let you go and recover and recuperate. And I'm guessing Sam and all the family and everyone that's here with you as well.
Yeah, we're all down here ready. Yeah, we're just looking forward to a good weekend's racing at Rotorua.
All right, mate. Frankie, is Charlie handy by any chance? But we'll catch up with you at the track on Friday, mate. We'll catch up at the track, eh?
I'll put it back up. Thank you. See you later.
Thanks, Frankie.
Yeah, thank you.
We appreciate it. Hey, while we're just waiting for Charlie to come back, Ricky Nickel, I think it's time to let it go, mate. Just our chat isn't a chat to be going backwards and forwards with drivers in like that, please. So I'd appreciate it if you just back off for a bit. And Jaden hasn't commented for a while, so he's probably gone. So yeah, please just we try to keep it normal here. So yeah, please none of that, please, Ricky. Otherwise, you'll leave me no choice but to remove you. Thank you. Okay, back to Charlie.
Charlie, mate.
Someone giving us a bit of stick, are they?
No, not you, mate.
No.
Actually, it's your mate. Actually,
Yes,
put you on the
Jaden
bloody
Ward.
wall.
Jaden Moore, I'm going to stay at his house in a couple of weeks. So
Oh, it's good on you.
I hope you've got your liver cleaned out before you go there.
we'll be all right. Don't even worry. We'll be all right.
Right. Hey, and that's it. You know, whatever happens on the track, Charlie, stays on the track. After that, you and Jaden are mates. You know, that's the way it needs to be. You know, whatever happens on the track, you have a beer later, mate. And that's the difference. I remember you saying this here in New Zealand, but back home it's totally different. But, you know, you and Jaden be good mates forever, mate. You know, that's just the way it is, eh?
Absolutely, yeah. Obviously, I didn't really know that many New Zealand people because I wasn't that big in the scene before I come last year. And obviously, what happened in that Heat 3 happened, and we had a drink after it. And then since I've been back home, we've been messaging every other week, really, just keeping up with each other and just seeing what we're up to. And I'm using the 97 P car, and he just sort of said, do you want somewhere to sort of crash? And I said, well, yeah, I suppose if you're offering, then I'll take you up on that. And obviously, if he's good enough to do that for me, then I appreciate it a lot from him.
Yeah, mate. Hey, obviously, what we're going to do too, I don't know if you know, Charlie, but we invited you a little while back for a knee series, but obviously you were too busy in your real racing, and obviously the thing couldn't kind of work. We really wanted you out there. We're going to have our sims set up there at the club rooms at the track on Friday and Saturday. So instead of us challenging each other to do that dance that we spoke about,
I think the dance needs to happen myself. I think the two of you need to go out to the middle of the track and do the dance competition.
We'll do it, mate. We'll do the dance. But I'll tell you what, I'm the current one in Z at the moment online. So me and you better have a bit of a battle, eh? In the club rooms. Let's have a go at it.
I think we should have a little run off. Yeah, I'll take you on that one. I do a little bit back home when we get a bit of spare time. Obviously, didn't manage to do your guys' E-Series because it's just wrong timing really with our own racing and bits and bobs. But yeah, I'll give you a bit of a rundown come Friday or Saturday.
Well, there you go, people. When Charlie and Kinser go for their runoff and a bit of a battle around the Rotorua Speedway on the Sims in the club rooms, we will go live for that and let you watch. we'll let you watch Charlie put our 1NZ away.
I'll give it a good go. I'll try my best.
Right, mate. I'm the type of guy that'll let you do it so have fun and the fans get to have fun. Mate, yeah, it's about bringing the fun and entertainment, and yourself and everyone that's just travelled over, obviously from the UK, have come over to do a job and try and get their World 240s trophy back home to the UK. And obviously in 2 weeks' time, you've got another big job. You want to take home, obviously, the prestigious New Zealand Superstock Teams champs. You'd love to take that home, mate. You were just about there or thereabouts last season, but you're excited for this weekend and a couple of weeks.
Yeah, really excited for this weekend. Obviously, we'll give it a good go. We gave it a good go last year. For my debut, I didn't think I did too bad personally, but yeah, we'll give it a go this weekend. And if we manage to podium, then so be it. And if we don't, then we'll go down trying. But yeah, main focus is probably teams for us, really. Being 3 new drivers, me, Niels, and Yelly last year, and then Frank and Little Ted to get 4th, I think we overachieved really, and we did really well. And the team just bonded straight away, and we clicked. And I think with last year's experience, hopefully we can go 3 further and put it on the top step. But I think as a team we want to be aiming to try and get in the final. If I'm honest, I think that is where we want to get. And yeah, I mean, if we do it, then we'll make history, won't we?
Well, yes,
exactly,
yes, yeah, it'll be history, all right, won't it, Kins?
Yeah, definitely. But the reality of it all as well, it was a long time coming to see the GB Lions back, let alone one of our local team, the Waikato Wanderers back as well. The fans are fizzing just to see you back in the country. And of course, the locals with their cowbells and mulu bells going to town, seeing the Wanderers team back as well. And just touching on that, next week from Monday right through to Friday, we will do a build-up and talk to the team's drivers, a couple from each team. But we all start with Bruce Robinson and Shane Dewar, and looking forward to that from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, every night. We will go through every single team as well. Mate, we better let you go catch up with Frankie and the team.
Yeah,
and
before he goes, Kins,
okay.
I said we'll bring Samuel in at the same time. So bring Sam in as well to say g'day to Charlie. I suppose that's your promoter of the Rotorua Speedway now. Are you with Sonia, but now we've got Samuel here too. Oh, he's looked behind him.
Right, Charlie.
How you getting on, mate? You all right?
Yeah, yourself?
Yeah, all good. All good here, mate.
Look at these two.
Hey,
you got the old fellas
the same age, don't they?
Fellas at the top, you get these young fellas down below. It's like me and you are the pensioners, on the gold cards. And these
my
just got
God,
out
yeah.
of kindergarten. These two just got out of kindergarten, mate. Look at it. What the hell?
I'm trying to grow the beard as well to look a bit older, but it's obviously not working.
Give me some of mine, mate. Yeah, I'll give you some of mine. Actually, Sam's a bloody good peddler, Charlie. He's currently won his head in the adult mini stock class here. It's a class that we race here as well. He's done well there, and he's going to try to defend the title come end of March, but also gone back-to-back with North Islands. He's a good little peddler, is Sam, mate.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I have to get in a super stock and see how good you are.
Trust me, here we go.
He wants a free. He's an Ashton. No, you got to be careful of those Ashtons, Charlie. They're everywhere in super stocks. Those ones. I see Mitch Vickery's put here. Bring Mick out. The better Swarter.
Yeah, Mitch has been diagnosed with just constantly chatting shit the last couple of years. Yeah, it'll be nice to see if he manages to qualify through Friday night, because he's been giving it big and all this mouth that he's going to put me up the fence, and I don't think he's got it in him. So come Saturday night, hopefully he'll have qualified, and I'll be able to do what he's saying he thinks he's going to do. So,
you gotta love the banter, eh, Sam? When they're here already, they've only been in the country not even 24 bloody hours, but already giving the Kiwis shit, eh?
It's awesome to see, and hopefully that banter they have now, they can do it on the track and put on a show for the crowd that comes and watches it.
Okay.
100%, mate. 100%.
Sam, just quickly, obviously, as people can see on the list of the drivers from overseas, the Dutch boy's not there.
No, they're not. I believe they're coming to New Zealand for the team champs, but they're on a holiday. They're spending a couple of days in the South Island and stuff like that and exploring New Zealand while they're here. So they've decided to opt out of the 240s this year and give young Finn Sargent and Sam Briggs a chance in the 240s in the top 26. So I don't know if they're going to be there to watch, but I'm sure they'll be watching on the live stream if they're not here in person.
Charlie, yourself, obviously, once you've done this event and you've got the Palm event coming up, do you stick around and check out this beautiful country that you're in?
I'm not too sure, to be fair. Obviously, work commitments and bits and bobs. I would like to. But obviously, when you're here and you get racing and you end up getting... you just get so involved with it, and you're in the garage trying to sort all the cars out, you don't end up really getting to see the country. And obviously, we all know it's beautiful country, and yeah, it would be nice one day to probably just come here for holiday, but when there's racing here as well, I can't really say no to it.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah.
Hey, Stu just put a comment in there. Has ECL come over with Finn, Charlie?
Who, sorry? ECL?
Yeah, is what he's put.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he hasn't. No, I don't think. Yeah, that's his dad. I don't think he has, no.
All right, there you go, Stu. He's not come over, mate, yet. Oh, gotta love it. Mitch Vickery's throwing it back at you, mate. I'll be looking forward to seeing you two catch up on Friday. Actually, Charlie, I remember last year you had some merch with you. Have you guys or any of the team that's come over this year brought any merch over with them at all? Are you aware of it?
I don't know if anyone else. I know I haven't.
Okay.
just didn't manage to fit any in, unfortunately. I'm not sure if last year's merch is still for sale in New Zealand, the one that Mitch sorted out. If fans want to buy that, but I won't have anything at the trailer this weekend, unfortunately. I think we might have Team GB merch at teams, but I'm not sure.
I wasn't laughing at you there, mate. Jaden's just put Charlie is sharing a room with Harley Rob. You better let him know.
I don't want to know what's happening there.
Oh, mate, you're gonna have some fun when you get down there for team staying with Jaden as well. I can tip you. You're gonna have a real interesting time. That's awesome.
That'd be a laugh.
Awesome. Hey, look, thanks for... we won't hold you up much longer, Akins. I mean, they've probably absolutely shattered these Brits. Have been travelling for a long time and that, so we won't hold you up anymore. We appreciate you taking the time to talk to us, Charlie, and Frankie as well. We look forward to talking to you guys on Friday. We're going to do our pit walk on Friday, so we'll come around and have a quiet word with you as well on the Friday and try and get you on the sim with Kinser.
Yeah, no problem. Just give us a shout whenever. Obviously, as long as we're not busy having to do drives, beef and all that malark, then we'll be there.
Awesome, mate.
Cheers, Charlie. Thank you,
Charlie. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Cheers. Okay, and we'll just finish up with Samuel. Any last words about the weekend, mate, that you'd like to, if you haven't forgotten, or anything you'd like to say before we finish the show?
Just that I've just got the records beside me, and so Frankie's actually the highest podium spot driver.
Yeah. Oh.
He's actually had 8 podiums here so far in the World 240s.
Wow.
And then the next closest is 3 behind, which is on 5, which is Peter Bingston.
Oh, that's interesting.
And of course, Frankie and Simon Joblin are the only top 2 drivers to win the World 240s 3 times.
That's interesting, Akins, eh?
Here we go. Not only do we have a good laugh, but you learn a bit about the history of the big event as well.
You know,
Gotta love it.
Sonia and Stan and the club have done some good stuff, keeping all the records. You know, like Palmerston North have won 18 of the World 240s before.
Wow.
Oh, as a track.
Yeah, as a track, that club has won 18 times. A Palmy driver has been on the top spot for 18 times.
Wow.
Holy hell.
They were dominant for a long time, though, weren't they, Palmy?
They were, and like if you go back and like you do the total podium spots by clubs, and Palmerston North are sitting on 39. You know, they've had 39 drivers on the podium.
Wow.
Yeah. Hey, Brenda said buy a coffee.
Oh.
You're going to have your little cool little van there again, mate?
Yeah, their coffee cart will be in the pits again, down by the food van there, the little coffee cart I've got, the cammed up coffee. So, yeah, they'll be there. I've got coffee and cold drinks there. You know, depends on the weather, but if it's a nice hot day, we're going to have some ice blocks and stuff like that as well. So,
yeah, it's going to be a hot one.
Yeah, just Dave Thomas has got a question. I don't know if you can answer this. Whose cars are the UK guys? And I think Charlie from memory said the 97P.
Yep.
From down there. And the Polo car that Frankie drove last year, Frankie confirmed he's driving that. And then Phoebe Wainman's got one of the other Polo cars.
Yeah, so Phoebe's in the old 27H.
Yes.
The old Rees 27H. Carl Hawkins is in the Humphreys H14.
Yeah.
So one of the Dutch boys raced it last year. Sam Briggs is in Randall Tarrant's car.
Yes.
Finn Sargent's got a Goonoff car from Stratford.
That's right.
So the Joblins have organised that for us. And then who else have we got? Yeah, so who else have we got? That's all. Rick Wobbles is in the Palmy track car.
Oh, okay.
One that's been racing so far all year.
Yeah.
I think that's 14 of them.
So we'll help Sam out on Friday, Dave, because he'll be there live and we'll talk to him and we'll actually talk a bit about the cars and everything. So you get to see the cars these overseas drivers are driving as well. So we can help out a lot of people who may be stuck with that on the Friday, which is only a couple of days away. Mate, just a reminder to go to the Rotorua website, flick it to get yourself a ticket, and otherwise turn up nice and early because car parking is just jam-packed like sardines. Get there early. And just be patient, and you will get inside to enjoy 2 days of great racing.
Like our staff at our gates and that will be working as fast as they can, and and they can't. If you come in to watch and there's a line, don't pick a side. You'll get in there eventually, and don't make a big fuss about it because everybody in that line will get in. People have said that the venue's like the Coliseum. We've got terraces. We've got 10 terraces. We go 10 high, and we'll fit as many people in as we can until we have to shut the gates.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, you're right, Thomas. Junior Huranui 27H goes hard, eh? It does go handy. I see that in action. Thomas, mate, I'll tell you what, it'll even go more handy if I'm behind the wheel, bro.
Here we go.
Give me a jam in that car, bro.
Here we go, hey?
Amron, so I'm going to flick at your ears. Yeah. I'll just go flick you, Amron. Sam, mate, wonderful job. We'll let you go and have a rest. Thanks for hanging around, for talking to us earlier on in the show and being there towards the end as well. I know you got a lot on your plate, mate. Wish you all the best in the team.
We'll just go from here, Kins. I'll end it here, mate. Anyway, yeah.
I'll wrap it up. But don't forget to also, Kapai, bro. That's us, Thomas Oman. Don't forget to, we'll do the build-up and do more talking around next week's what we're doing on the show. Sam, mate, thank you. You can go and cool down now if you can find somewhere. I think, is it Ellie? Is that her name, Ellie?
Yeah, Ellie. Yeah, she's looking after the little girl in the room. But I've got a little pool I bought in Stratford out the door here full of water. I had a little $40 pool from the warehouse in Stratford because it was so hot and filled it full of water. So I had to go jump in my little pepping pool to cool down for a bit.
Awesome, mate. Awesome. Thank you, and we'll see you on Friday, eh?
Yeah, and all the people out there, we're going to finish it on that anyway, Kins. I'm just going to hit the end button.
Thanks to all the people, yeah. Bye-bye.
Thanks to everybody for watching who tuned in, and myself and Kins will be on the ball on Friday. He'll be doing dances with Charlie and racing with Charlie, so we might make them do a waltz or something stupid, eh? That's, But other than that, be safe. If you are travelling, please be safe. We want to see you at the track.
Just one other thing too. Good luck to all of the drivers as well this weekend in Wellington at the New Zealand Street Stocks. We may try and catch you over at Rotors with our good friend Aaron Lewis.
We are going to do a live cross, actually.
Yeah. Okay, so there we go. Yeah. We'll get the updates on how things are going down in Wellington. So all the best, safe travels if you're going to Wellington at the Capital Watch there, but if you're going to Rotors, safe travels there. And Book and I will see you on Friday. Cheers, Sam.
Thanks people.
Everyone. Thank you.
Holy snapping duck shit.
My good mate from Bub and Run Booker joined us.
I'm excited for another great show tonight. Give it the hoot now.